These are this afternoon's top stories. Prime Minister Harris pays courtesy call to the acting Premier of the British Virgin Islands, Barbadians to form a human chain link for 50th anniversary, and Michelle Obama rallies Arizona voters on behalf of Hillary Clinton. Good afternoon. Welcome to the ZIZ Midday Newscast. Today is Friday, October 21st, 2016. I am Shaira Flanders. Nationally, Prime Minister Dr. the Honorable Timothy Harris is currently in the British Virgin Islands and has what has been described as a busy itinerary. Shortly after landing in Tortola on Thursday, Prime Minister Dr. the Honorable Timothy Harris of St. Kitts and Nevis paid a courtesy call on Dr. the Honorable Kendrick D. Pickering, who is acting Premier, while Dr. the Honorable D. Orlando Smith, OBE, is away on business for the BVI Asian Trade Mission. The town hall is scheduled for 8 p.m. this Saturday, October 22nd, at the Althea Scatleaf Primary School in Roadtown. Dr. Harris and Dr. Pickering will meet again on Friday at the 86th meeting of the Monetary Council of the Eastern Caribbean Central Bank, or ECCB. The meeting convened via video conference from the headquarters of the ECCB in Bastia, St. Kitts. Prime Minister Harris, who is the OECS Authority Chairman, was scheduled to join the 9 a.m. meeting via video conference from the office of the Premier in Roadtown. Prime Minister Harris was also the special guest on ZBVI Radio 780 AM's program Umoja, which means unity in Swahili, hosted by Mr. Cromwell Smith. During his Umoja radio appearance, Prime Minister Harris offered a preview of what he will say to St. Kitts Nevis nationals at Saturday's town hall and highlight the stellar economic performance of the Federation, which stems in large part from his Team Unity government's people-oriented policies and prosperity agenda. Dr. Harris also discussed the mission and objectives of the Department of People Empowerment in the Office of the Prime Minister. The department's director, Mr. Duncan Watley, is accompanying the Prime Minister in the British Virgin Islands. Outreach to Kittitians and Nevisians who live in the diaspora falls under Mr. Watley's purview. In efforts to provide relief to Haiti, the St. Kitts Nevis Chamber of Industry and Commerce, Hobson Enterprise, TDC, and many other local businesses, along with residents of St. Kitts and Nevis, joined together on Thursday to contribute relief packages after Hurricane Matthew swept through the country. President of the St. Kitts Nevis Chamber of Industry and Commerce, Jose Rosa, said the people of St. Kitts should feel proud that their country has stepped up to provide assistance.
I think the people of St. Kitts and Nevis should feel very proud about what we're putting here today, and what we have over here inside, it's not about the size of the country, it's about the character of the country. And see, we show that St. Kitts and Nevis have a big character. It doesn't, people giving to our sister and brother in Haiti and in Haiti the first thing that they need, okay? And we share with them the same pain that they have.
The relief packages included crates of bottled water, food hampers, baby formula, diapers and clothing for children, books, toys, men's and women's shoes and clothing, blankets, first aid kits, non-perishable goods, bags of rice and many other emergency supplies. TDC Home and Building also made deliveries of windows and boards and other building materials used to reconstruct homes. 2 Crowley containers ranging from size 20 to 40 feet were contributed and made readily available by Hobson Enterprises. A remarkable gesture was made by teens from the group Interactive at the Bastia High School, who on their own decided to raise EC $800 to support the country of Haiti. The Category 4 Hurricane Matthew hit Haiti on October 4th, 2016, leaving death and devastation behind. The Pediatric Assistance League of St. Kitts and Nevis, or PALS, is partnering with the World Pediatric Project, WPP, to ensure that children in the Federation who are in need of critical care are able to receive the necessary treatment. Eastern Caribbean Director for WPP, Jacqueline Brown King, is in St. Kitts to meet with PALS officials to strengthen the ongoing PALS/WPP working arrangement. Brown King, in speaking with ZIZ, said the World Pediatric Project aim is to help children in need. She outlined some of the assistance that has been given specifically in the Federation.
For St. Kitts Nevis, we've done 11 surgeries in the USA with 79 evaluations and 24 surgeries at a cost of over $5 million US. So it is a program that is a partnership. Governments can do so much, but this is where you need a partner to come on board and to help. It's about the children, those children who need support.
Brown King further outlined the process, stating that while the assistance is not free, it is of no cost to the children's family.
Once they get to the States, of course, on the program, there's no cost to the families. They're picked up, transported, housed, surgery, follow-up at no cost to the parents. It is not free. It is paid for by a donor, a church, a group, or some other person. So all of our funds to date is generated in Richmond, Virginia, or St. Louis, Missouri. Our program takes care of babies up to 21.
The World Pediatric Project has been assisting children in St. Kitts and Nevis to access surgical care for several years. The World Pediatric Project was founded in 2001 as International Hospital for Children with the mission to link worldwide pediatric surgical, diagnostic and preventative resources to heal critically ill children in developing countries.
Look at this. Somebody come look at this.
Surprise, Miss what's an entertaining life. Can't improvise cause there's so much inside. So, fashion is style, word on the street will make you smile. People show, youth awareness, interest in the fashion closet, and many more that you cannot resist. Now, for young and old, it's not my show, that's how we roll. What's up?
And on the regional scene, Barbadians, residents and visitors are being encouraged to show up in their numbers on November 28th to form a human chain link around the country for the country's 50th anniversary. Here's more.
107,000 people. That is the number organizers are hoping to attract for the 50th anniversary human chain link on November 28th. And unlike the last attempt, which was incomplete, Chief Education Officer Karen Best said registration would be done online via the data processing department to avoid overcrowding in some areas and a lack of people in others.
Technology wasn't as it is now. So what will happen when you register, we will be able to say how many persons, for instance, have registered and how many are going to be in Bay Street. Because last time I'm told that you had all the persons in the area, the town area, Bridgetown. So when you register, we would know that we have got enough persons on a particular route. And the idea is that we are going to be busing persons to the areas where we don't have persons registered.
Ms. Best said the schools would play an important role in the chain link, and invitations had also been extended to the hotel sector for repeat visitors and to the service clubs. In 1979, Barbadians attempted to form a human chain link, but it broke down in sections of the country.
A private business that serves the agricultural sector is pointing to what is called an age gap within the sector, which has the potential to adversely affect Guyana's economy. HGP's Jessica Daw has that story.
Aditya Prasad is the head of an online business called the Agro-Business Magazine, which was designed to create an environment for stakeholders within the agricultural and environmental sectors to tap into benefits of the business world. A former project research officer in the Ministry of Agriculture, Prasad strongly believes that there is the issue of generational gap which is plaguing the sector.
Massive percentage of the people are elder farmers. Older farmers, maybe over 50. This is known to the ministry, but it's known to all of us who are in agriculture as well.
He foresees that the country will be adversely impacted if preventative measures are not put into place.
Think about your children 25 years, 10 years from now. Who are we, or where are we getting our food from? What will happen if this older gap goes out in 10 to 20 to 20 years, let's say? Saying 50, 70 and they fade out. What happens if nobody else is taking that mantle.
Apart from opportunities provided by the Guyana School of Agriculture and the University of Guyana for advanced studies in agriculture, Prasad thinks a lot more needs to be done to remedy the situation.
You need to educate the youngsters. There need to be forums that show young people what happens. Do like what they're doing in the region. The region, they're putting in regimes, they're putting in what you call policies in place in their regime to ensure that young people get access to land, whether it's at a zero or low cost. Young people have access to concessions from the government to move into the farming.
For HGP Nightly News, I'm Jessica Dodd.
And on the international scene, the U.S. state of Arizona has been a Republican stronghold for decades, but the changing demographics have brought it in play for Democrats for the first time in 20 years. Democratic presidential candidate Hillary Clinton has sent one of her most powerful advocates to win over undecided voters, First Lady Michelle Obama. Al Jazeera's Kimberly Hackett reports from Phoenix. Russia has extended a pause in airstrikes on rebel-held areas of eastern Aleppo until Friday evening, a move rejected by rebels who say they are preparing a counter-offensive to break the blockade. The UN hopes to evacuate several hundred critically ill people, but sending in aid has been difficult because of lack of security guarantees. Al Jazeera's Mohammed Ado reports from Gaziantep on the Turkey-Syria border.
The people of Aleppo have had little respite from the constant attacks. News of a pause in the bombing offers at least hope of temporary relief. The Syrian army says it has opened exit corridors in designated areas of the city. Government buses queue at checkpoints leading to the besieged east of Aleppo, prepared to take evacuees out. Over loudspeakers, people are urged to leave the city with promises of safety. Activists in the town, however, tell a different story.
No crossing of civilians has been documented from all the corridors. They are empty, as you can see. No one is here because regime forces keep targeting anyone's passing with sniper shots.
Russia has told the United Nations it will extend the ceasefire by 24 hours. UN Syria envoy Staffan de Mistura welcomes the daily pauses, saying they will enable medical evacuations. But the ceasefire package also requires opposition fighters to agree to leave the city, something the UN envoy says is difficult to achieve. Russian arsenal and mighty firepower has brought about the furious return of Assad's forces in Syria. If the rebels don't receive reinforcements soon, they could be at the risk of losing even more territory. The rebels say they are preparing for a large-scale offensive to break the siege of Aleppo. Russia's relentless bombing campaign, they say, has failed. Residents of Aleppo know too well the eerie silence just now won't last long. Mohammed Ado, Al Jazeera, Gaziantep.
And now for the weather. Present weather is cloudy. Winds are gentle at 11 miles per hour from the east. Seas are slight to moderate with heights not exceeding 5 feet. In the weather forecast, the skies today will be briefly cloudy and scattered showers are expected this afternoon. Tonight will be partly cloudy with a chance of brief passing showers. Sunset today will be at 5:46 p.m. and the sunrise tomorrow will be at 6:05 a.m. That brings us to the end of the ZIZ Midday Newscast. Join us this evening for these stories and more in detail. Thank you so much for tuning in. I am Shaira Flanders. Have a good day.